How to make clarified butter. Ghee and drawn butter are distinct from clarified butter, which is compatible with the Whole30 and Paleo diets. Discover the advantages of clarified butter for your everyday cooking as you learn how to create it at home. What does clarified butter mean? When butter melts, the water settles to the bottom and boils out, which causes the popping and splattering sound. The milk solids are the strange white frothy scum that rises to the surface, the dairy. Melting butter until the pure butterfat has separated from the water and milk particles produces clarified butter. The residual golden butterfat is retained as clarified butter after filtering. Indian and traditional French cookery both frequently utilize clarified butter. In the freezer or refrigerator, it keeps it fresh for up to 6 months. However, many people also store it at ambient temperature on their tabletop as it doesn't contain any milk solids. How correct is clarified butter? Even though it's simpler to go for a spoonful of fresh butter, using clarified butter has several significant advantages. Increased smoke point. The milk solids in ordinary butter are more susceptible to burning when cooked at high temperatures. This covers the use of culinary techniques including stir-frying, pan-frying, and sautéing. Clarified butter has a higher smoke point than regular butter, which is 485 degrees Fahrenheit as opposed to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This enables you to cook at very high heat using butter. Lifespan. Clarified butter is substantially less likely to deteriorate or turn rancid since it doesn't include any milk proteins. Because of this, you can store it for a lot longer than fresh butter. This is also a factor in why grocery shops sell it as a shelf-stable component. Allergies. The majority of the lactose and casein are also removed along with the milk solids. This implies that the majority of those who are lactose intolerant or allergic to milk may still enjoy it. Consistency. Because the water has been removed, clarified butter is perfect for many types of cookery. Regular butter contains water, which might alter the consistency of what you are cooking. With good sauces like hollandaise or bechamel, this is especially true. Ghee versus clarified butter. I'm frequently asked if clarified butter and ghee are interchangeable. Yes and no, but not exactly. The butterfat separates from the milk solids and water to produce the same final result whether it is clarified butter or ghee. To provide a more robust, nutty flavor, the production process for ghee is slightly altered. The intermediate stage between clarified butter and browned butter is ghee. Additionally, Indian cuisine uses it more frequently. Do you sell clarified butter? You can, indeed. You can still taste the butter flavor even if you don't make it home. However, purchasing it from a grocery shop involves giving up ownership of it. Make it at home if you want a flavor that is pure, unadulterated, and natural. The clarified butter or ghee jars can do if you require convenience. Although it just takes 15 minutes to make, preparing it at home is worth it for the quality. It is now simpler to locate clarified butter at the grocery store because regimens like Paleo or Whole30 permit it. Depending on the retailer, it's typically in the baking or ethnic cuisine section. Definition of butter. The quality of the ingredients counts, just like it does with anything else. Butter that hasn't been salted offers the purest and most natural flavor. It will have a more distinct, natural flavor if you can acquire some from a nearby dairy. During clarification, you should anticipate losing roughly 25% of your butter volume. If your recipe specifies a certain quantity, be sure to take it into consideration. Use these recipes to use clarified butter that you now understand how to make. Homemade popcorn with butter. Mother bechamel sauce. Duchess sauce. Ingredients. Unsalted butter, 1 pound. Instructions. Melt the butter over very low to moderate heat in a heavy-bottomed pan. Heat it up further until the butter stops foaming and popping. Browned butter results from letting milk solids caramelize. Because of its nutty flavor, brown butter doesn't always go well with certain foods. Reduce the heat to prevent this. With a spoon or ladle, skim the milk particles off the surface of the butter after removing it from the heat. Take care not to scoop out any of the underlying golden butterfat. If you can't acquire it all, don't worry about it. The following step is meant to address it. Pass the mixture through a cheesecloth and fine mesh-lined sieve. Any milk solids left behind will be captured by this. Put the liquid in a container to keep.